就您作为吴亦凡的教练，可不可以告诉我们，就他作为这个赛车手，在国内目前已经到达什么水平？就能不能够用保时捷的车型来比喻一下他现在的水平级别
？Name Chris.
GT3 RS.
Oh, GT3 RS.
That's easy.
I take the risk. That's first of all, that's his favorite car, but that's also a very versatile car that mixes all the, in my opinion, also all the best from Porsche.
第二个问题就是，如果一个普通的保时捷车主，他也想练到像吴亦凡这样的水平的话，就作为教练，您认为是要花多少时间啊、金钱去投入才能练到这样？
So this is for the training. Start from zero, but of course you cannot jump the steps. You know, you need to, like we say, you need to walk before you run.
Just step by step.
Yes. Yeah. Obviously, depending on the experience you have, you can start from very beginning or at the level you are and go higher. Then the other part, the money and time. This obviously the money depends. It's an expensive sport because the tools we use, cars need expensive things around, like tires, like brakes, like a team behind. So obviously this is depend on what you drive and depend on how much you drive. You need to invest money. This is for sure. I cannot give you any specific number because it really depends on how much you drive. But it is an expensive sport. The time depends also on how quick you learn. For example, if I take Chris Wu again as an example, he learned very quick. He didn't come to us with zero experience. He had a little bit of experience, but he's a very quick learner. So for him, that was very quick. But this also depends on your learning path. But my opinion is that I would say anyone can learn, but you need to practice more or less depending on.
就我们知道保时捷赛车它均衡性是很高嘛，但就因为上一站吴亦凡的那个赛道表现，就导致网络上很多人就开始质疑他是不是只能够在刷圈数的时候才能够发挥出这个赛车应该有的实力，但因为他比较缺乏比赛经验，所以正赛就发挥不出这个车本身应该有的最强实力了。就您认同这种说法吗？就还有，就如果可能的话，是会想给出怎样的建议去训练方式啊，去提升他这个赛事经验
？I have to say I completely disagree to the fact that he cannot push the car to the limit. I think. You know, when you are in the car or when you are behind a TV screen, they're two completely different perspectives.
That's
so
cool.
Of course, he's still in the learning process of racing. Driving a car is one thing, driving one lap is one thing. Racing is a different story because you need to build up. You have a start and you have an end, and you have a story in between that you need to manage, so to say, then, which is the race. And when people or the audience says that he cannot push the car to the limit, I also disagree because I mean in the second race 2 weekends ago, he started I think P9 or P10, and when he made this mistake and he spun, he was fighting for P2 and probably would be fighting for the win. So somebody that cannot. If he couldn't drive the car to the limit, he wouldn't be able to reach that level. Also, of course, he's very famous, so everybody is looking at him. So some people can judge on one side, you can be against or pro, but everyone will have an opinion. As a celebrity, when a celebrity does something, everyone has an opinion, which is cool. It's also part of the game. So I personally disagree on the first question.
Okay.
And I really think he learns quicker than a regular new racing driver because yes, he makes mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. You can see the Formula One yesterday. Leclerc after the pole, he hit the wall. So, but you know, it's also part of the game to make mistakes. So the judgment is you know, it can be on both sides. Then advice, training methods. I think he has the right tools to train himself because he knows what he's doing when he's in a car. The advice would be probably to learn from each mistake. Basically, that's
from mistake.
Yeah, when you make a mistake, try not to make the same mistake twice. But of course, I also remember Schumacher when a journalist asked him one day, Michael Schumacher, a journalist asked him, he said, "You are the fastest because you don't make mistakes," and he said, "No, I'm the fastest because I correct my mistakes faster than anyone else." So I think that was a very nice answer. So yeah, as an advice, I would say, I don't know if I'm entitled to give him any advice, but I would say learn from each mistake and try not to make it twice.
I think that's the good advice for anyone who would like to try to